So I worked on the front yard first, not thinking that I'd have to drag all the stuff from the backyard up front. So the front looked pretty good. That's about 3 piles of stuff from the backyard. There's somewhere close to 20 more piles like that, maybe 30. You can see the yard looks pretty good. This is just this morning. It didn't take me that long to do. House is in good shape, actually even looks sharp. Still have some of the hurricane shutters down, which will, when I have Dad, I straightened your lamp. Of course it's damaged beyond all repair and use. This is what was in the front yard. So as I approach, I'm holding the camera eye high for me, so about 6 foot tall. So my pile of crap is going about 6'4", 6'5" in the air. It's a lot of crap. We try and keep it out of the culvert so that when Ike comes, we're ready to go. But you can see we're doing okay in the front yard. So I then spent the last 4 or 5 hours in the backyard trying to make heads or tails. It's just me. The boys, Ryan's in Alabama, and Sean's, oh, I don't know what his job is, got him somewhere. So I've pretty much got it into piles. Like I said, I've already taken some of the smaller piles out. This is what had been this tree on top of the shed. So I had gotten on the shed on the ladder. You can see the ladder there. To see if I could deal with this horizontal broken tree that broke off right there. And as you can tell, I could only do so much. However, it is currently just hovering in the air. I determined that there's a pivot point on the tree of right there. So I was able to get all the weight-bearing stuff off the top of the shed, and that's what you see here on the ground and here on the ground. Now this pile in front of me, you may not be able to tell, is about 4 foot tall. Some of it contains pretty big logs. And it's about 30 feet long. That's going to have to be moved to the driveway too. Then we have more piles here. We have stuff over there I haven't gotten to. The fence was actually pushed over about 2 feet. Check out Mr. Squirrel. About 2 feet, so I hopped on the neighbor's side and cut down some of their stuff. I have not yet gotten to the stuff in the back left corner of the yard. So that is yet untouched. But over here you can see that I've done a pretty damn good at cutting back this tree to get the weight off the shed. My primary concern is I don't want too much weight in the event that Ike hits us next week. So we'll call the parish about doing the rest of that, or the owner of the land where the tree is growing, let him deal with that. So here's another stack, which will be about 4 of those loads we saw in front. There's another one that'll be about 3. There's my idling chainsaw. And then here we see what I have yet to do. As you can see, Dad's fence made it unscathed. Really, really weird that both neighbors on both sides had about 1/10 of the amount of limbs and tree damage. Of course, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 trees. Oh, that's dead. That's dead, the fence. And it looks like this is going to be a pretty easy cutting job, just because all the weight is going to push it back into the gully behind our property. That power line that you see back there is way too far away for this tree to hit when it tumbles. My concern is that directly above us you can see this tree limb going across, which is supported by only a couple of inches right up in here. And then on the other side, it's simply resting against these trees. So we're gonna have to get the parish to come and do something about that too, because you know what, damn, I'm good, but I'm not that good. So, from the earlier video, this is about 9 hours into it. The house is in great shape, so I really have no complaints at this point. Just thought y'all might be interested in what you got to do when a hurricane hits close within, gosh, the center hit home. That's 40 miles away. So we're on the northeast side, the worst side, 40 miles. And that's what happens when you're 40 miles away from a hurricane, even a category 2 or 3.